Are you guys ready for day 64? Let's go!
What's up, guys? I am Michael McAnally, and this is Leo the Hiking Dog. For the last year, we have been planning and preparing for this through hike of the Appalachian Trail. Thank you for joining our adventure. If you are enjoying the journey, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We would be super thankful.
Good morning, day 64. We are back on trail. Tent camped last night. Had a beautiful little spot. Had a few other guys join us. And I think we're gonna get 22 in today to a shelter. We are gonna leave the Shenandoahs this morning. It's only three and a half miles, and we're out of the Shenandoahs. So we're gonna be done with the Shenandoahs and on to the next mile marker, which is Harper's Ferry. So that's for us. I mean, Front Royal is right here as well. You can get off and go to Front Royal if you wanted to. But we're gonna push on past it. We have no need to stop. We've got enough food to get us all the way to Harper's Ferry. So excited for this next part of our journey. Harper's Ferry is not physically the halfway point for the Appalachian Trail, but mentally it is the halfway point for the Appalachian Trail. You check in at the ATC and they give you a new tag number. So we know when we started we were 296, and then we're going to kind of know where we're at as far as people that have made it northbound at the halfway point. And then the physical halfway point is just beyond that, maybe a couple days. So we're going to do the mental and the physical all here very, very soon. So it's a little brisk this morning. 43 degrees, wind chill, is a little wind moving, so hands are a little cold. Probably should have got my gloves out, but we're just gonna suffer through it. Hope the sun comes up and warms things up a bit. It's a bit cloudy, so I don't know if we're gonna get sun or not. So maybe I just gotta move fast. All right, we're gonna get this day started. Start knocking out these miles. It's gonna be a beautiful day. Alright guys, we are 0.2 from leaving the Shenandoah National Park. Let me do a little reflection upon the Shenandoahs, alright? I heard a lot of things coming to the Shenandoahs. People saying they didn't like this section. There wasn't very many views, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. Shenandoahs was beautiful, okay? I had one day of more views than any other day I've had on the Appalachian Trail. So my longest video was because there were so many views that day. I just had to keep filming. So don't listen to other people when it comes to what their opinions are about certain things. Experience it for yourself. Get your own opinion exactly of what you like and what you don't like. I really enjoyed the Shenandoah National Park, and I'm sad to be leaving it. However, there are new things to see and new things to discover. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to head out of the Shenandoahs, and we're going to head into our next real big goal is leaving Virginia and into West Virginia. So I'm excited about that. So, all right. Well, I'm going to say goodbye to the Shenandoahs here real soon. That's it. We're done with Shenandoah, and time to move on to our next goal. We've got the Virginia border coming up. We've got the Virginia roller coaster coming up. We've got the 1,000-mile marker coming up the next couple of days. So some really exciting stuff coming up, guys. So stay tuned. More things to see. Well, we've made it to the first shelter here. We're going to take a privy break. It's the Floyd Wayside. It's a cool little shelter. Got a little front porch on it right here. A little fire pit down here. You got your table over here. So yeah, nice little shelter. Not too bad. We're going to drop back here and go use the restroom. We are now 6 miles into our day. It's only 9:30. Miles are going real smooth, but I want to give you guys an update. I just ran into Captain Patch, Tyler. He's doing a southbound hike right now, just for a section. He found somebody that let him stay with him for free, and they were willing to drop him off here and let him hike back to where she could pick him up at. So that was pretty cool. Haven't seen him in a while. It's been a minute. He's gonna catch up with us by Harper's Ferry. He had to get off again for some military exit stuff that he's still dealing with. But he's gonna be. He'll catch up with us by Harper's Ferry because I'll be there for like 3 days. So my plan right now is to get into Harper's Ferry on the 28th. Now my wife doesn't show up till the 30th, so I can either be lazy for a couple days and relax, or I can check in, hike out, and then find a shuttle driver that will bring me back. So those are my options. I haven't fully weighed exactly what direction I'm gonna go. I can still get 2 days of hiking in and still come back and be there. Maybe do shorter days, maybe do like 2 10s or 15s or something like that. And just get some extra miles in instead of just sitting around all day and not doing anything. Or maybe I'll just do 1 day of miles and then come back and relax a day before she gets back in. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't solidified those plans yet. I will figure that out once I get closer. So, all right. So we got some cool things coming up today. Can't wait to show you guys. So make sure you stay tuned for those. And it's been a beautiful day so far. Weather is beautiful. The trail is everything's nice and green, filled out. The trees are now completely filled out. You see, you can't see through the trees anymore. Everything's fully green. We'll see if it stays that way when we get into higher elevations. The Shenandoahs are behind us. West Virginia is ahead of us, and I'm excited. All right, we're gonna get these miles in. What do we have here? Could be a little bit of trail magic. Let's see. Random igloo cooler in the middle of the woods. Please sign hiker log. Looks like a lot of trash. There's some Pepsis and stuff down there, but I don't know if I'm gonna partake. Let's see here. You know what? Maybe we'll have 1 soda. We're gonna sit and partake of this trail magic, a little Pepsi. All right, well guys, we are about 9 miles into the day. We're getting close to the Molly Denton shelter, the Jim and Molly Denton shelter. That's where we're going to stop and have lunch at. It's about 2 miles, a little less than 2 miles from where we're at right now. Let me show you this forest. It's just turned into this like lush green, like filled forest. It's absolutely beautiful. Like I said, this isn't a view, but this is just what I see. Now it seems like such a change from what we've had so far with the, you know, the trees not having leaves. These trees now have leaves all the way to the top, and so spring is officially here. I'm looking for some new flowers. I found those lily-looking plants, and the flower was underneath the lily-looking thing. I don't know what those were, but man, that was cool. I started seeing those. Here's some coming up again, but I started seeing those. But I didn't notice, well, I didn't know that they had a flower, and the flower pops up underneath the leaves. So it's almost like it like creates like a little shade tree for the flower that blooms underneath it. So that's it's a really cool thing. So I am looking for some new flowers and plants and stuff like that to capture for you guys as spring comes in, and I'm super excited about it. Because like I said, you know, once I came out of Shenandoah, I mean, again, it's like the environment changes and it shifts, you know. So that Shenandoah Park is, you know, is a certain way, and then as soon as I got out of it, it seems like all the underbrush changed and the leaves changed, and just, it's amazing how different the environments can be according to, you know, just a few miles of trail. But yeah. All right, we're going to get to the shelter, and we're going to stop there and have lunch. I'm going to show you guys that shelter because I was told it was a pretty nice one. So we'll see. We'll see once we get there. This tree got its own sign, raised rhino, and that's why. It looks like a rhinoceros poking out of the tree. Very cool. What's going on? Oh, look how fancy this is. Oh, there's a shower? Shut up. All right, so this is the Jim and Molly Denton shelter. Pretty fancy. It's got the front porch with the chairs. It's got a platform for 6 up top, and you got a couple more second floor platforms over here. But oh, this is the one that's got the horseshoes. Okay, so you got a horseshoe pit. And let's check this out. I have not seen this as a shelter, and I did not know this was here. It has a shower at the shelter. Spring water, treat or boil. So I guess it's just the water from the spring down here. But man, look at that thing right there. So I guess the water goes up into that barrel, and then you just go underneath it and you turn on the spigot. Let's look inside of this thing. Let's look inside. There you go. Very cool. Very cool shelter. Alright, well, this is going to be our lunch break, so we're going to stop here. I'm going to feed Leo. We're going to have lunch. And, yeah, I don't know, maybe play a game of horseshoes. See if, I got a couple guys behind me, Wonka and Tweedle. Maybe they want to play some horseshoes. We'll see. All right.
No, our friend, it actually says that.
All right, it's been a while since I've thrown some horseshoes, but there's a horseshoe pit here, so I'm going to throw some horseshoes. Oh, shut up! All right. right, lunch break is over. What a really cool shelter, man. I wish I'd have known how nice that was. I would have tried to line up some miles to wind up staying there, kind of hanging out, playing horseshoes. All that kind of stuff would have been really fun. I did throw the horseshoe, and yes, you saw one throw, and it was a ringer. So I'll walk away. Just walk away. Walk away while you're on top. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Burn Moss caught up with us. Burn Good Moss, and apparently they had stayed at there was a mountain or mount something hostel not too far back. Since I took a 0 day, they passed me and they went to the hostel, and so I'll leapfrog past them again. We just keep hopping past each other. They do shorter days, but I take more breaks when it comes to zeros. I've been seeing those guys since the alpaca farm. Very, very cool young people, 18 and 19 years old. So, all right, we're gonna push the rest of these miles. We've already got 12 down, 10 to go to get to the shelter, or if we want to go further than that, there's a campsite a little bit further than that. We'll kind of see where we're at, kind of judge when I get there. And all right, we're gonna get going. Alright guys, we are 16 miles into the day. We got 6 more miles to go. It's only a little after 2 o'clock. So we are really making some good miles today. I was just walking with a young man, 22 years old. I think he started on March 11th. And that kid has caught me already. He's doing like 30-mile days. It's ridiculous. What I wouldn't do to be 22 out here, being able to push myself to that kind of limit, man. So I mean, that's okay. I'm doing what I can. I feel like I'm doing pretty well for a guy that's going to turn 50 out here. So all right, we got these last 6 miles to go. We're going to get them in, get to the shelter, and relax. Just 2 more days into Harper's Ferry. 2 more days. We're going to be there shortly. We'll find out what number we are. So I think I explained the number system to you guys. We started out at 296. When you get to Harper's Ferry, they give you a new number for the amount of people that have come through already northbound. So we'll find out exactly how many people we've passed and or have quit or that have been ahead of us, and we'll have a new number. Look, I ain't trying to be number one. That ain't my goal. But I do, if you haven't seen, have a competitive side. I want to be under 100. I want my number to be 2 digits instead of 3. That's my goal. Started out at 296. I just want to be under 99. So I think we're going to get there. I definitely think we're going to get there. But all right, guys, I'm going to get these miles in. All right, well, we made it here to the shelter. 22.3 miles today. I was talking to Relay, that 22-year-old that's doing those big miles. He caught back up with me from the convenience store, so he pushed on, but we stopped because this is the end for us for today. So We're gonna get set up here at the shelter. I'm gonna show it to you guys so that you get to see what it's like. This is a nice one. Very nice shelter. Very nice shelter. Look at this thing. What's up, guys? Oh, look at this thing. Hey, Leo, what are you doing? Come on, go. Oh, plenty of room. All right. All right, we're going to get everything set up and let's call us home for the night. All right, guys, that's it for today. We've already put food in our bellies, got our sleep system set up, and we're going to climb into bed. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.